Om Yogis, welcome to this practice with Cerridwen, the Welsh goddess of change. We start in butterfly position, tapping into the breath. Feet are together, knees are wide. Allowing the breath to take you down into your pelvis, into the cauldron of your pelvis. This place of ongoing movement, this place of balance. The goddess Cerridwen is the keeper of the cauldron. And she brews a potion. This potion takes a year and a day to complete. This potion is said to give the ability to make changes and to have the foresight to know what changes need to be made. So with your awareness in the cauldron of your pelvis, you might ask yourself what change might be upon you right now in your life. Where are you within the cycle of change? What potion might you be brewing? Let's come into Sukhasana, cross-leg position. Coming back to the breath, letting the breath take you into your heart. Place a hand upon your heart. Allow yourself to feel the changes that are coming. I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. You might want to begin to tap your heart, deepening your breath and lengthening your breath. Tapping the heart, feeling the potentials for change within you. Release that when you're ready. Bring your arms up above your head as if you're holding the moon in your arms. Cerridwen is a goddess of the moon. Let beautiful moonlight rain down upon your head, upon your crown, as you begin a few rounds of Kapalabhati. Inhaling into the tummy, short, sharp exhale out of the nose. Come back to deep, slow, even breaths. Still holding the moon in your arms. Or perhaps you feel you are under the cauldron. Let's set a fire in the belly. As you breathe in, inflate your belly, and breathe out, short, sharp exhale out through the nose, second round. Long, deep inhalations and exhalations. Still holding the moon in your arms, or holding the cauldron in your arms. Let's take one more round Kapalabhati. When you're ready, inhale, breathe in through to your belly. Short, sharp exhale out of the nose. Feel yourself under the moon or under the cauldron of Cerridwen. Release your arms and begin to gently turn your head left and right, releasing your neck. Your neck as a spirit-body link that shows us the ability to see all sides and consider change in any direction. Come back to center when you're ready. Squeeze all of your facial muscles in towards your nose for a lemon face. And as you exhale, tongue out, eyes up, lion. Lemon and lion. Keep going with this on your own. Squeezing and stretching the face. The face can show us issues with self-image. Pain or tightness in the face can relate to this. So we take a moment now, just being as we are, unfiltered. Dropping into that energy of the crone, the energy of Cerridwen. Beautiful. When you're ready, release that, come forward, come into cat-cow. Inhaling as you offer your heart, and exhaling as you arch your back, pull your belly in. Move to the rhythm of your own breath, warming and preparing your spine. Opening your awareness up to the multitude of patterns within us, infinite potentials for change. Coming back to center when you're ready, tuck your toes and press back, downward facing dog. Cerridwen was making a potion for her son, who was afflicted with illness. In her story, she enlisted the help of a village boy And he stirred the potion, but as he stirred the potion, some of it spilt or bubbled out onto his hand, burning his thumb. The young boy put his thumb in his mouth for relief, unwittingly taking some of Cerridwen's potion, instantly receiving its magic instead of Cerridwen's son. Let's take your thumbs back to your feet now. Bend your knees and roll up to stand. Feel your feet under your hips. Just allowing yourself a few breaths to ground now into your feet. And feel the predicament of this young village boy who had unwittingly stolen the potion made for Cerridwen's son. The boy, having magical powers now, foresaw the strength of Cerridwen's wrath, and so he ran. And inevitably, Cerridwen ran after him. Let's come to the top of the mat now, lovelies. Starting the dance of sun salutation. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, lower to a fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plank to the ground. Inhale, cobra. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. So the boy, trying to escape the anger of Cerridwen, changed his form. But so did she, thus beginning an epic game of magical cat and mouse. On your next inhale, bring yourself to the top of your mat, and as you exhale, fold on in. Let's inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, samastiti. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, we lower to a fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plank to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And the boy became a salmon, and then she became an otter. Trying to escape her, he then became a small bird. But Cerridwen changed into a fearsome hawk. And so it continued in this way for quite some time. As your next inhale brings you to the top of your mat, the exhale folds you in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, samastiti. Let's inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, lower to a fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plank to the ground. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Through their chase, through their dance of shape-shifting, Cerridwen and the boy reached every energy within themselves, every change possible. Let's inhale, come to the top of the mat. And exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plank to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finally, the boy became a grain of wheat, and Cerridwen a hen, and quickly she gobbled him up. Let's drop down now, lovely, as child's pose. From child's pose, let's come up. Sit to your heels or to a block, bringing your hands to your shoulders, elbows out wide. We inhale, turn to the left, and exhale, turn to the right. The goddess Cerridwen had, in eating the grain of wheat, in eating the boy, she had taken on too much. Because the wheat grew inside her, changing into a baby. No, no, she exclaimed, but it was too late. Let's come to center when you're ready and just start to roll your shoulders. When we take on too many burdens, it can manifest as shoulder pain. As you roll your shoulders, you encourage the energy of your heart to circulate in your favor. Let's change direction. As you roll your shoulders, you encourage the energy of your heart to circulate and create change. Releasing that when you're ready, press back, downward facing dog. The goddess Cerridwen, now pregnant, vowed to kill the child that she carried. But when this child was born, everything changed. Her anger became deep love, and she named the magical baby Taliesin. 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 Bring your hands back towards your feet, bend your knees, and roll on up. So Taliesin grew from a humble village boy to a famous poet the most famous of Welsh bards. Eventually, Taliesin was associated with Merlin, even in some traditions becoming Merlin, the most famous wizard in the whole world. Let's come to the side edge of the mat. We're going to come into some moon salutations now, from the sun to the moon, ever-changing movements with the goddess Cerridwen. So take an inhale here, come into a 5-pointed star. And exhale, sink down, goddess pose. From goddess pose, we inhale, bring our feet into a triangle preparation pose. And as you exhale, come down into triangle. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come down into pyramid pose, folding over your front leg. Inhale here. Exhaling, come into a low lunge position. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, Skandasana, a side lunge here. Inhale in this position. Walk your feet to the center line. As you exhale, come into Malasana, yogic squat. Inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana on the second side. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge on the second side. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale here. Exhale, peel your body open for triangle. Inhale in triangle. Coming up as you exhale, prepare your legs for goddess. Inhaling, come into goddess. Exhale here. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Shape shifting. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, triangle preparation. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale in your triangle. Exhale, pyramid pose, folding over your front leg. Inhale here. Exhale, drop down, low lunge. Inhale, your arms lift. Exhale, Skandasana, side lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the fingers to Malasana. Inhale here, keeping the fingers to the floor if you like. Exhale, Skandasana, second side. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, second side. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale here. Exhale, peel open for triangle. Inhale here. Coming up on the exhale, prepare your legs for goddess pose. Inhale into goddess pose. Exhale, deepen goddess pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Ever changing. Change is the only constant. Let's exhale into goddess. Inhale, triangle preparation. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale in triangle. Exhale, pyramid pose. Square off your hips, fold over your front leg. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Arms lift as you inhale. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale here. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana, second side. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, second side. Lifting the arms as you inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale here. Exhale, peel open for triangle. Inhale here. Come up on your exhale, prepare for goddess. Inhale into goddess pose. Exhale here, deepen the pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Shape-shifting, changing, change is the only constant. Let's turn the toes in now. Hands to the hips, inhale, offer your heart. Exhale, come into a wide leg forward fold. After all that movement, ground and stabilize your feet. Spread your toes and strengthen your legs. You might ask yourself the question, what changes are upon you now? Through the story of Cerridwen and a magical son, Taliesin or Merlin, we might see the wisdom within change. The outcomes we were never expecting, and take comfort in this. Let's inhale here, lovelies. And just gently walk your heels in, toes out now, bringing yourself into Malasana, yogic squat. Cerridwen, the Welsh keeper of the cauldron, shows us the incredible magic within the womb of the goddess, a place of grace that grants change. She asks, what changes do you desire? And what changes might be upon you? And we can consider asking Cerridwen for guidance in all matters pertaining to change. From Malasana, bring your hands to the floor, leaning into them as you tip the body forward, releasing the legs so you can come into hero pose, sitting on your heels or sitting to a block. In this pose, we can bring the hands to the floor, walking the fingers out towards the sides of the mat and then maybe turning them all the way around, stretching the fingers towards us. There are supposedly 21 energy centers in the hands that relate and connect to the heart. Close your eyes and enter into your heart. Welcome the changes into you. Changes that are so often initiated by our earth. As your hands connect to the floor now, you can trust in the magic that is coming. When you're ready, lovelies, release that. Come to all fours, keeping your hips above your knees. Walk your hands forward, drop your heart towards the earth for a cat stretch. In a conversation with your heart, the earth asks, have you lost enthusiasm or belief in change? Are you all clogged up in the area of your upper back and shoulders? Have you been pushed to the edge of your emotional limits? Sometimes, like Cerridwen, we don't really realize what we've taken on until the body takes over and says, enough is enough. when you're ready, lovelies, let's come out of that. And we change from a cat now to a dog, shape-shifting. Gently bend and stretch your legs one at a time. Feel the emotional energy that might be held in your hamstrings, the tightness through the backs of the legs. This can relate to feeling overwhelmed in the body, overwhelmed in the life. In a conversation with your body, the earth asks that you give any feelings of overwhelm over to her. And then tip yourself forward into plank position. Really use your core here. Hold yourself up through the center of your body, knowing that your core gets stronger as you learn to independently care for yourself. And this care can relate to your ability to hold and digest big, life-changing events. From plank, we come back to downward facing dog. Stretching now into your calves and ankles, really working with the body to release any old entrenched energy that might be preventing change, or slowing it down at least. Nothing can really prevent it. When you're ready, let's drop to your knees, sit to your heels or to a block. And gently take a twist to the left. Hold and breathe. The trouble we might feel in the body does not always need to be meaningful. Sometimes it is just old, entrenched energy, just something we need to pass. Difficulty can be meaningless. Can just be a question of letting go, letting it go. The goddess Cerridwen comes in, asking us to surrender the difficulty that might slow the change. Let's inhale here. Exhale back to center. And then twist the other way. Letting the things that need to pass, letting them be meaningless. Surrendering them over to the goddess Cerridwen. Let's inhale here. Exhale, gently release. Coming into Sukhasana, cross-leg position. Now we're going to do a short kriya, or a cleansing in the body that helps us let things go so change can come in. First of all, we begin by breathing into the heart and consciously lengthening the spine. Connecting to the breath. On your next inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor upwards and hold your breath in. Feel a light all around you and let this light clear your space. Exhale, release that. Shifting your weight forward, we come into a seated cat-cow, So let's inhale the heart forward and exhale, opening the back. Moving to the rhythm of your own breath. Stirring the potion here, keep going. Simultaneously releasing whilst inviting the energy of change. Keep going, lovelies, about another 30 seconds or so. Coming to stillness when you're ready. Consciously lengthen your spine. On your next inhale, squeeze your pelvic floor upwards, holding the breath in, holding the bandha in. Let light come in to clear your space. Releasing when you're ready. Let's come to lie down. We're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling and spread the fingers wide. Now bring the legs up towards the ceiling too and point the toes. If it's difficult for you to hold your legs in this position, feel welcome to pop a bolster under your hips just to hold you here. Hold this position, lengthening and deepening the breath. We're making a purposeful U shape here, bending the body into like a U bend, or better phrased as like a magnet, like a cartoon magnet. This magnet is pulling in the potential of change. There are magnetic forces within and around you working all the time, working their magic, working with the forces of attraction and repulsion. So in this position, you might want to explore what is not yours, or what is keeping you stuck. Knowing this can move away from you now, repelled out of the arms and the legs. Holding the position, breathe long, slow and deep. Exhaling out of those spread fingers and the pointed toes, repelling anything that might be keeping you stuck or slowing your change. As you exhale, keep releasing what is ready to go, and as you inhale now, start to invite the energy of change. Magnetize this into your body, the potential to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. Beautiful. We're going to add on to this now by elevating your hips even more, gently bringing yourself into plow pose. Use a little bit of momentum to get there if you need to. Support your hips with your hands, keeping your toes pointed. They might be hovering away from the floor. If so, keep supporting your hips. If the toes will come down all the way to the floor, keep them pointed. You might like to experiment with taking the hands up and over the head, spreading the fingers wide. We're still working with magnetic energy here, still in that U bend and that U shape. You can imagine yourself a magnet, working with the forces of attraction and repulsion. Making the U bend more fitting. Just made the association, sorry. We might also want to change that association hastily and maybe feel yourself a crescent moon in this pose. As the goddess Cerridwen works with the moon, she also works with the forces of gravity. These forces pull on the poles of our earth and the extremities of ourselves. So allow that force of gravity bring you back into balance. Be aware of the magnetic forces working within you, attracting change, repelling what might have kept you stuck. We hold for about 30 more seconds, or 1 more minute, sorry. Deepen and lengthen the breath. If you're in the full position with your hands above your head, you might want to experiment with taking your feet away from the floor, so you hover the feet now. Use the strength of your core to do this. If it's too much, just come back to where you were. And then when you're ready, lovelies, support your back. Prepare yourself to come out of the pose. Maybe bringing your hands to the floor to support you. Use them as brakes as you gently bring your feet back to the ground. Maybe one at a time or both together. Whatever feels right for your body, go slowly and gently. And then when you're ready, we come up to seated, bringing the legs straight out in front of us, the arms straight ahead of us, still creating that U shape, that crescent moon. Spread the fingers and point the toes. Hold and breathe here. Where are you within the cycle of change? Can you feel the magnetism attracting change to you now? That same magnetism also repelling all impositions to change. Can you feel the gravity? Heavy upon your body or lighter than before? Can you allow the gravity to do its good work? So inhale here. Exhaling, release that. Rock your body weight forward. Bring yourself into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog brings your hands to your feet. Bend your knees. And come into a halfway rise here. So your back is straight and strong. Use the strength in your legs, the strength in your core to support you, and allow your arms to either dangle in front of you with the fingers still spread, or maybe use a block to support your hands if you feel this in your lower back. Keep the back straight. As you develop your ability to shapeshift and create change. Working with the magical forces at play within and around the cauldron that you are. Recognizing that all change begins here. All change begins within. Feel yourself a crescent moon. A body of energy and magnetism. Silently repeat this mantra. I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. And gently bend your knees so your hands can come to the floor. Move the block out of the way. Releasing this position with downward facing dog. Stretch it out. From downward facing dog, come to your knees, take child's pose and completely relax your back. In child's pose, we come back to the cauldron of the pelvis. A magical place of ongoing movement and balance. Cerridwen brews a potion that takes a year and a day to complete, reminding us that change, real change, takes time. And that change is the only constant. And you might take a moment now to tap into the changes that are upon you. Remembering the story of Cerridwen, the magic of that story, the beauty of those changes that even she could not predict. From child's pose, lovelies, let's come up. So stand upon the knees, bringing the hands up and over the head. We're going to bring the arms now across the body, crisscross the arms, across the body and open to the sides in quick succession as you come back to child's pose. Lifting the arms up, coming back to the start, kneel up, crisscross all the way down to child's pose. Keep going with that on your own. Just taking this time to consciously remove any ways we might unconsciously block the light, the forces of nature that wish to create the change in the body. Know that Cerridwen and Mother Earth works closely with us, helping us to create change, initiate change, go with the changes, be open to the change. Coming back to center when you're ready. In a kneeling position now, we twist to the left, hold and breathe. Inhale here, exhale back to center, and when you're ready, twist the other way. Inhale here, and exhale, come back to center. Beautiful. When you're ready, our next pose will be Shavasana. Please make sure that you'll be warm enough for the next 10 minutes or so. When the goddess Cerridwen is close, you might be drawn to the ocean or the moon. You might see how many shapes you have to make in your daily life just to get by. You might notice roses that bloom at night, or the white poetry of winter. Cerridwen holds the secrets of the cauldron of change. She will show you the healing power of plants and herbs, or the magic of the alchemical spiral that moves within all life and time. Some of us might feel a surge of creative energy, or a call to surrender. Cerridwen is a mother goddess who works with physical changes. She calms us when we consider making change, helping us with possible overwhelm. Helping us trust in the magic of change. She reminds us that change takes time and starts when energy is moved by internal forces or shifts in our consciousness. I see the dance of Cerridwen's story. The shape-shifting game of cat and mouse. All change begins with you, she says. All change begins with you. My beloved child of the earth, all change begins with you. Silently repeat, I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. Okay, lovely. Let's begin to deepen the breath. Stretching out the body in whatever way feels good for your body today. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest. Take a moment now, roll a little side to side, gently massage your hips. Roll to one side. Feeling the energy and the magic of Cerridwen with you now as you press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Goddess Cerridwen comes close to tell us that change takes time and starts when energy is moved by internal forces or shifts of consciousness. All change begins with you. And we can recite that mantra now out loud. I am open to change 3 times. I am open to change. I am open to change. I am open to change. With so much love and gratitude to the Goddess Cerridwen. Gratitude for you for joining me today in your practice. Namaste.